So we're outside Dennis Siever's house, 18 Folgate in the Spitalfields section of London, and this is one of the spaces described in the book. And I think what's really curious about this space, if you haven't seen it, is that it really follows what I would find, or what I would say are 5 keys to an effective themed or immersive space. The first is there's a sense of authenticity when you enter the space. There's a sense that you're going inside something real, at the same time something constructed and created, but you never feel that anything is shabby or anything is constructed in a way that doesn't really meet the guest's expectations. The second thing is a sense of history, a real sense that there's memory embedded in the space, and even though it's a constructed space, it shows us that you can recreate something or create something that has a sense of both authenticity, memory, and history to it. The third thing is we could talk about the idea of total immersion, which is a key in this book. Every sense practically imaginable, you go inside the space and you feel these senses. You feel the sense of sound. There's various recordings that are going on. You're hearing sounds that this particular family that is recreated from the 18th century, these silk weavers, might have heard. You hear some things that maybe the family members are saying. You also get a lot of smells, the smells of incense, the smells from the fireplace, different foods and so forth. Everything's been created in such a way that the senses are always being stimulated in the sense of total immersion. A fourth thing I think that's important in this space is the sense of mystery and the sense of the unknown. And in fact, if you read some of the literature that the late Dennis Sievers wrote about the space, you get the sense that there is the unknown, the sense of mystery that's developed as you walk through the space. And I think that's one key aspect of any immersive space, is you give the guest a sense that there's something more to the space to be had, and that's always a key. And the last thing, I think, is a sense of uniqueness, a sense of voice within a space, a sense that as you're walking through it, it's unlike anything else that you've seen in the city, in this case in London. And in fact, if you read the brochure and the material from this, at one point the famous painter David Hockney once rated Dennis Siever's house as standing among the world's great opera experiences. And I think that really exemplifies the fifth aspect that I've been talking about here, which is the sense of uniqueness and voice that needs to be developed in the space. And of course, Dennis Siever's house is one of the most famous and sought-after places in the city of London, which of course has thousands upon thousands of attractions. And this always ranks as one of the highest and most unique of all immersive spaces. So if you get a chance and you're in London, come to Dennis Siever's house, 18 Folgate in Spitalfields.